Welcome,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Megman.
Good start.
Organize that. Great start to the final week of qualifiers. This is great. So, I'm Kyson, joined here today by Mega Man, obviously. And we got two great teams, Nice Gaming versus what they wanted us to call them, the Valiant Knights of Frantic version 6.32 beta.
Yeah, I'm not calling them that.
No.
They go by Frantic. That's what they're called in the server. So we're going to get this one underway. Liberation being map number 1 in this best of 3 series. And obviously the top 2 teams that make it out of the qualifier are qualified for the major, which is going to be here at the end of September. Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah. Super exciting. And we're on our first map, Liberation, just like you said. And Frantic did manage to win a knife run, so they are on the Axie side. And we should see the allies starting to push onto the B site with their first kills, going on towards their side, taking out Dead Game and Pain. BBW going down, only DCT getting a single frag. So it's down to 2 versus 4 with Nice Gaming with B site control.
Yeah, really clean round here from them as well. So not losing a lot of players, all coming down to this 1 versus 4 to close out the round. And it will go the way of Nice Gaming to kick things off. So a pretty effective early push over there towards the site, and they just completely lock it down, shut it down. They don't get anybody back into the site at the end of that round, and overall, just a really nice, clean opening for them to kick things off.
Yeah, really, really clean. Didn't see any of the Frantic boys getting a single kill except for DC2, came with a late flank, late game, and really, he's the only one with the big name out there. He's the only one which we've seen in plenty of teams. You saw CRG, he played for them as a stand-in, as well as a number of other teams. So let's see if he can step up big for his team today. It is a best of 3, so we do have 2 maps afterwards, but Dav able to take down Dead Game early on. Only Silver Fox getting a single kill, and he can get even more damage with the MP28 here. It's a close range weapon, but he is pushed off and pushed down to long, able to get the frag and drop the bomb even, giving him an advantage.
Somehow able to stay alive over there, and like you said, swung that man advantage back over to his squad, spots another player right around by the sidewall there, and not able to connect the shots just yet. They're going to have a little mid-round reset right now, get that health back up and see whether or not they can push back in, recover the bomb. That's the most important thing right now, and there's your equalizing frag as Stormy's going to find one on a DCT.
Yep, DCT unable to do anything on the flank is really the key player to try and open up the B site anyway. But Silver Fox able to do even more damage, getting his 3rd kill of the round, and putting their advantage back in their favor. But he has no help on his teammates, so if both players on Nice Gaming push him, he would be able to overtake him, especially since he only has an MP28. But if you're Quickez, he's got the scope, and you don't really want to lose that this early on, and he goes down straight away.
Yeah, but he did manage to pick up 1 more kill before all was said and done, so it's all down to Stormy in a 1 versus 2. He has recovered the bomb, and he is going to throw out a couple of grenades here, but it is going to be very difficult for him to get this round done. 12 seconds left on the clock. He's got to go for the plant, and he's got to find these kills. Both players on the opposing side in his face. And there you go, Frantic with the heroics from Mr. Silver himself, getting it done.
Yeah, he stepped up big, getting a 4K at the end of that, able to take down the scope early on, and that's the economy gone for Nice Gaming. You can see on their buy, they're struggling with carbines on some players, and some players not even buying yet. Nade on Quickez, who was the player which lost the scope. On the other side, we're seeing some STGs coming in early on as well. So, interesting round from both teams.
Yeah, tough reset early on as well. You think you're going to pick up that early momentum, and then you have somebody like Silver just going absolutely insane. And that is a great way for Frantic to start off the round. The double nade kill, and already a 2-man advantage 10 seconds into the round.
Yep, with that advantage going ever so slightly, still 1 man. Make that equalized first 3 versus 3, but that nade was so big. It didn't even expect it from Nice Gaming. You should really expect nades like that.
So I'm kind of trying to bail out there at the last second, just got completely annihilated. I think his teammate actually blocked him, trying to get out from that angle, and they both ended up going down to the nade early on. So not exactly the most ideal situation to start the round off, but they've recovered nicely in this one. So we'll see whether or not they can lock it down. All 3 players left to be pushing in towards this B bomb site, spotted, I believe, from the back lines, and yet to have any more kills come out. That player is now spotted and taken down. Pain will fall. Spinning around to try and find another one, but it's DCT. He actually denies the bomb plant, so this is a nice recovery from him to see whether... Or wait, no. Sorry, didn't deny the bomb plant. It did get planted. I thought he might have got there just in time, but unfortunately for him, it is ticking away. Trying to find out this last player, playing a little ring around the rosy. And there it is.
Dav able to clutch it out just in the end there. It was getting a little bit tight. DCT almost giving himself a comeback, but I think Payne at top window, he should really be doing more there. Like, it's such a strong position at top window, especially when they get the plant. He didn't have to peek wide like that, especially since there was no smoke covering him. It's a little bit unfortunate.
Well, I was gonna make mention of that too, because it did seem like he swung a little bit wide, and he did, I believe, spot one player coming through the site at the very beginning. Didn't really know that they had strength in numbers coming in that area, but again, I mean, just a really aggressive peek there. It ends up costing him and ultimately costs his team the round.
Talking about a round, this round's gone quick. Only one player left, which is Silver. What change of events. All 5 players surviving for nice gaming.
You blink and you miss it.
Yeah, it was exactly like that. It was an eco round from Maxis. It did like with a bunch of MP28s, and that nade and that initial kill on top of the white box just caught them. But they should be going into somewhat of a buy. Not much by the looks of things. Some nades here and there. Quite a lot of nades actually. 4, 5 nades actually now. So you're going to see a lot of block nades coming in, and should be covering all angles.
I was going to say, you should see some set nades come in early on. The one thing that I've noticed since casting, you know, the handful of games that I've done so far of this is you see the early nade going out, and that's actually going to take Dav down. Dav's the one that's been doing a lot of damage at the beginning of the rounds too for Nice, so that's like a pretty good sizable scalp to take. But one thing I've noticed is it seems like everybody buys their nades and throws them immediately at the beginning of the round. Nobody really saves them too often for like post-plant scenarios or retakes, so it's kind of curious to see that in this game.
Yeah, well, some of the good teams do keep like 1 or 2 nades for post-plant, because it's very useful, because the sites, I mean, are so open. You can get the post-plant nade, and it can sometimes stop the planter for getting the plant down, gets you an extra kill, and gives you time to rotate. So you normally see a team keep 1 or 2 nades, but it's surprising that this team used all 5 nades right at the beginning, and they only got 1 kill out of it. Now the push is finally coming in for Nice Gaming on the B site. Their nade's gone out, but no frags just yet, and it does seem like they should be able to get the bomb down, especially since there's no nades to deny it. You can even see Reverse looking up into the sky, just looking to see if there's any nades, but no nades. Now it's going to be retake 5 versus 4. Interesting to see here. DCT is going on the flank, and he's going to have an important role since he's the only one. But they are pretty slow on the retakes so far, Frantic. No nades to use to block out angles even, and this is their problem, using all their nades right at the start. And there we have it, Baz up, getting a nice double kill. Frantic, DCT, able to get one for himself, and BBW even getting one, but Stormy quickly taking him out, just leaving DCT left in a 1 versus 2. He spied out, nice crossfire, and that's going to be the 4th round for Nice Gaming. Using all 5 nades at the start cost him in the end.
I was gonna say, I really like that position from Baza, sitting on the little mid-tier of the stairs over by that B-bomb site, not able to be spotted from the top side of the stairs, and also not getting spotted by the players coming in from the side arches. So he's able to just pop up, finds 2 kills there after the bomb had already been planted when the retake started, and just completely shut down that, because they didn't have the man advantage going in there. It was actually a 4-on-3 post-plant, so that was a nice recovery from him and really kind of turned the tides for his squad.
Yeah, especially since Nice Gaming's half-plant positions were so well. They had 2 players watching the flank. That stops any player from actually getting Baza, because the only position which you can is down the arches. So it does stop him, but DCT getting a nice angle on top of the market, able to spot out Baza, the player which we were just talking about, and BBW even taking one down for himself, making it 5 versus 3, an advantage for Frantic, but DCT. A little bit of overextension there, I would say. Didn't have to push.
Yeah, a little too aggressive for his own good. That's the situation too. It's like you've got the man advantage, especially a 2-man advantage. There's no real need for you to push for extra intel like that. So kind of throws his life away willy-nilly there. But again, they still maintain that man advantage. They're once again looking to attack over towards that B bomb site. You can see they're starting to get close on that, right on opposite sides of the wall. There's the peek out, and there's actually the kill as Dav's going to find one back. And we're into a 2-on-2. So that play from DCT that cost him his life is all of a sudden kind of shot this into an even strength 2-on-2 over towards the B bomb site. That is where the bomb is as well.
Yeah, but you can see Nice Gaming playing cautiously, and Payne, that strong position which I was talking about earlier, able to drop the bomb, making it 2 versus 1. And he is going to be able to escape the nade. Quick says, just trying to fake plant, just to see if where the active players is. He thinks there's one in the smoke, which he would be right. But BBW able to get the frag in the end, and will be a Frantic round. 4-2. closing the gap slightly, but like you said, DCT throwing away his life didn't cost him in the end.
Yeah, I got a little close for comfort, I think, you know. So hopefully we won't see any like attempts at hero plays like that again, because I mean, you saw the direct correlation to how it impacted the round there. You know, they go from a 2-man advantage to going down to a 2-on-2, and that's just not a favorable position when you've already got, you know, you're ahead by 2 players.
Yeah.
So
Most definitely. So let's see how this round changes. The buy on, nice game, not so great. You do have an M1 Grand at least, but DCT, he is able to get a nice headshot onto Dav, who was one of the last remaining players in the previous round. And now they seem to be listening to the advice. They are playing a little bit more passive. They're playing a little bit more disciplined, and that's what you want to see in a late game like this. But Allies really favoring towards the B side, which could cost them, but normally you see that, and Quex able to take down Frantic, who was trying to flank again. That's I think third time we've seen him die from trying to flank.
yeah, they're really starting to read that now. They know, you know, when a minute's left in the round or 57 seconds are left in the round, that he likes to go for that push around from the midsection to try and get behind him. Because it seems like almost every single round so far, Nice has been going towards that B bomb site, and again, they're favoring that side of the map again. I don't think we've actually seen them have a hit towards the A site thus far in this game.
No, very rarely you see most teams go towards A side, but they normally have success. But it does catch his team off guard. But at the moment, Nice Game's push is being very favorable after losing the man advantage. They're up 4-2. I think they're 4-1. It's all up to Silver left in 1 versus 4, and he is on Dark. So he could do some damage. He's able to take down 1 player. That's a good start, but he needs to find 3 more. Doesn't spot that last player. He's low, and they know he's low. They don't need to push him. They can just wait for Silver to peek.
Yeah, pretty much a foregone conclusion that that round was going to go the way of Nice right there. So as soon as Frantic went around, they get the reset immediately afterwards, and you can see, I mean, they're just completely crippled as far as their economy is concerned going into this 8th round. So it's a tough spot for them to be in. It's one of those win, lose, save kind of scenarios for them, where every time that they win a round, they get reset immediately, and then ultimately lose the round afterwards. So it's coming in droves of like 2-round swings.
Yeah, Nice Gaming really playing that well. They are force buying nearly every single round, but they can afford to. Whereas Fnatic, I mean Frantic, every time. Dead Game also bought a shotgun, so he used 2 tokens and doesn't get anything for it.
He spams that every single round. You'd think that they would learn by now to, you know, maybe go a different way or jump across that corridor or whatever the case may be, but he's just been so good at getting that opening pick almost every single time.
Yeah, and there are ways to get on site where you don't have to cross down the stairs. Like you can jump towards like the chicken coop, and you can get on site like that. But at the moment, the Franks is going Nice Gaming's favor, but Pain in a 1 versus 2 and can cause even more damage. You can even try and defuse the bomb since no one really has sight lines. But now Stormy's got eyes on it. Should be able to stop any defuse, but Pain's able to take down 1 more. Now it's a 1 versus 1. 15 seconds left. Not much time, and only takes 7 seconds to defuse, so he really needs to get this frag here, but he's unable to reverse. You have to catch it, but that was an eco round pretty much from the Axes, and they almost got it.
Yeah, a little close for comfort, I'd say, if you're Nice on that one, but ultimately another tally in the win column for him, so another dollar, another day, as they say. We'll see if Dav goes for that spam again in middle. He's done it almost every single round. Be curious to see it once more. But it's been so effective so far, because, again, I mean, you think about it, Frantic has been starting almost every round down a man, and it's just such a difficult task for them afterwards to continue to push forward. And there you go, Dav. Well, this time he's not spamming a corridor, he's just throwing a nade, and still manages to pick up the opening pick. I think that's like 4 or 5 rounds now that he's gotten the kill to start the round.
Yeah, and it's been very useful for Nice Gaming, because they have been close rounds, and him getting that early frag kind of limits the defense, and it does seem like they are going for A, and A at the moment is completely open.
I was going to say, they're actually going towards A this time. There's DCT to respond. Pain's going to get dropped in the meantime, so maintaining that man advantage. But like you said, I mean, pretty much open for the taking. DCT coming around the back lines this time. We'll find 1 more before Dead Game gets traded out. And again, maintaining that man advantage. They still got to worry about DCT coming around. He picks up a 3rd, so managing to will his team back into this round slightly.
just slightly. But now he's dropped, just leaving the Silver, and he's in a tight predicament. Lost where Quex went, but in the end, it does go in favor of him. Only DCT doing any damage, gets 3 kills. The rest of his team not helping him out much towards that A site, but they left no one at A. DCT was watching the cross. I know BBW was in the spawn house.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, 8 rounds in a row, they went towards the B bomb site. So I guess they just started, throwing extra body over there. They haven't been able to really hold the B site throughout this this first half anyhow. So, what's putting another body over there? Maybe they can get something going early on, but unfortunately, again, Frantic lose the opening duel.
Yeah, and it was quite obvious that I was going to lose it. It looks like he was trying to cross towards the B site. But of course, they have a scope on Nice Gaming, and really for Frantic, you should expect that.
And they should have known that too, because he actually got the last kill of the last round with that gun, so they knew that he was carrying it over. Unfortunately, they don't read the situation appropriately, and they lose that man advantage again, and now they're right back to the B bomb site.
And they're doing very well in it, getting the second kill. No trades, only dead game now. Able to take down Baza. The bomb is down. No nades in favor for Frantic to try and retake it even. They have Quex still in spawn. Actually, he's watching the bomb very nicely with that scope. Really good angle. Get to get any players who's trying to defuse, but BBW's finding a nice angle to try and defuse without being seen, and should be able to get this, but Stormy able to stop him. It's 8th round for Nice Gaming, only losing 1 single player.
That's a really big half from them as well. And I just want to point out that trade that Dead Game had once DCT went down was actually his first kill so far in the game.
Damn.
He's 1 in 10, so he's on the struggle bus right now. He's not having much success. And you look adversely on the other side, Stormy leading the way with 12 kills, 4 deaths, 8 kills at the bottom on how are you saying his name? Quix?
Quex.
Okay, we'll go with that. I mean, just the spread of 5 kills from top to bottom on the one side, 9 kills on the other, kind of tells the tale, doesn't it?
Let's see. Yeah, exactly. It's telling tales, but DCT and BBW able to get 1 kills, but it's quickly traded out by Stormy, who's been on a roll so far in this half. Making it 3 versus 3, but at the moment, Nice Gaming aren't really committed towards the B side. They're watching this flank, which would have been good, but Dead Game able to get his second kill, taking down Baza, and that's an important kill because he drops the bomb.
He's kind of waking up here a little.
Yeah, it's not exactly a dead game anymore.
Yeah, welcome aboard. Well, that's a dead body. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I don't know if you're spectating him too or not.
Yeah,
There's a little on edge over there. He's got 2 players right around the corner. This surely isn't going to end well for him, and it won't. He's going to get taken down by Reverse. That's going to be Reverse actually doubling down. He finds Pain, and now it's all going to be DCT, who has been the heavy hitter here for the Frantic side. We'll see whether or not he can clutch this one out in a 1v2, but should be pretty much impossible. But he's reading this over towards the A site. That's actually where they're moving the bomb. He should be able to hear this as well. So a lot of information gained.
Yeah, and his position is really good. He should be able to get this kill, but how has he managed this?
Oh no. I like the moves though. Gets himself out of dodge, gets a little reset going. They've got to know that he's coming from behind them. They will be able to hear this. Drop the smoke over in that area. Does he just push through? Ooh. This should be an impossible clutch.
Should be, but DCT, he is known to.
Oh, look at it.
Just trolling a little bit,
yeah.
but Stormy does find him out in that corner. Maybe he should have focused a little bit.
I love it though. That's coming from the CS:GO background. You'd see people do that kind of stuff just to screw with the X-ray and the chat and all that, and people would just spam VAC and all that kind of thing. So it's good to see that translates to other games as well. I like it.
Yeah, it does.
I definitely dig it. Unfortunately, Frantic's not digging the scoreline right now. It's 9-2.
Oh, no.
Definite double digits on board here for the Allied side. I mean, they've just been rolling and again continuing to roll. There's another blind peek in towards mid against that scoped rifle, and Quix is going to capitalize on it once more. So they keep taking the risk, and unfortunately, it keeps not paying off for them. They do get a return though.
Yep, is in the form of a nade from Silver Fox, which did have that one massive round, but it's been pretty quiet since. And
not to mention, it's a massive round that didn't even matter because they ended up losing it anyway.
No, I think they did win that round.
Did they win that one? I thought they
Yeah,
lost
the round
it.
which he got 4K, and then Payne managed to get the last kill, which went down to 1 versus 2.
I don't know. It just feels like it's been so long since they've won a round that I can't remember.
Well, it was
how they
second
got
round.
them.
They won their first round on second round.
Oh, yeah, you're
Payne
right.
at the moment, he's stepping up big. Able to get a double kill, but he is taken down by Dav, making it 2 versus 2. And still kind of a retake situation for the Axis. They need to try and push through these smokes, maybe get up into windows, which is what I believe BBW is doing. Allies still yet to plant. Now they are. And this should allow BBW to slightly push down windows. Question is, what they expect? It does seem like they're not expecting it, but he just gave his position away. Not great retake. He could have made his time there. Now his position is known. He's going to have a little impact, and it's really up to Silver Fox to try and open this up, but there is a player watching the angle. He takes him out, taking out Quix, and it's all left onto Dav, who's been pretty good at getting entry kills. Mid-round, not so much, but he is taking out BBW, the diffuser. But Silver Fox able to step up again for his team, getting them the 3rd round.
Yeah, how about that? Got a little risky. I actually liked the allied crossfire that they had there in the post plan. It's just unfortunate that Quix was on that scoped rifle, so there wasn't a lot that he could do to support his teammate. But once they knew the positions of Frantic's last 2 players, you thought that they were going to be able to shut that round down. But Quix actually moving off of the staircase to come down to support his teammate ended up costing him his life and kind of broke the crossfire that they had there for that post plant. So kind of all goes awry there at the end for him. But ultimately, I mean, at least Frantic, I keep wanting to say Fnatic, but Frantic able to get their 3rd round on the board and at least postpone the inevitable when it comes to getting double digits in the opening half here for the nice guys gaming Emporium squad team. Look, he knows the flank's coming. Look at Quix.
Yeah.
He knows that flank play is coming. He turns away just at the wrong time and just hits one in the face. Nicely done from DCT.
Yeah, Stormy just walked into his crossfire. He knew he had a car, so it was strange that he does that. But there is Bazot still in spawn with Thompson. I don't think DCT will expect this, and he doesn't look like he is, so he will be taken out. Back to 3 versus 3. And slowly, nice gaming on pushing towards the B bomb site. I think this is a good position here, and BBW doesn't get spoiled out, so he's able to take down Baza, and that drops the bomb once more. I'm surprised that he's trying to spam through there, and that's actually a spot which he can't spam for anymore. Was available in MU1, but since they placed that door there, made it so he can't spam through it, because what a lot of teams used to do is spam through that window, and you used to get so many multi-kills because people would come out from along. But you don't see that anymore. And all the timing on Payne for that reload. But he's still able to get the frag until Fox able to tie it up, making it 9-4. They are salvaging the half just about. 2 rounds left. And do you think it'll be 9-6, or do you think Nice Gaming should be extending it a little bit more?
I think that they'll get to double digits before the half is over, but it's nice to see Frantic starting to chip away at that lead a little bit. I mean, obviously 9-6 is optimal for them at this point. And given that they're going to be going over to the Allied side, definitely favors, you know, the closer they can make it here, the better it's going to be in the long run. I know that's kind of like a John Madden thing to say there, but yeah, it still reigns true. I mean, you want to, at this point, it's damage control. How close can we make it before the half is over? Because we're going to be going on to the attacking side, so.
Yeah, most definitely. And DZT able to find someone just on the edge of smoke and keep his team with an advantage. He could retreat from this position, but he's opting to try and get another frag, which he does. Gets a nice headshot into Bata. Just thinking Stormy left. And this should be the 5th round, but Stormy, he's still got a bit of fighting into him, but it's very unlikely that he should get this.
Yeah, given the limited arsenal that he has to work with just that, that's the carbine, right?
Yeah, that's the carbine. He's got smoke as well.
See, I'm starting to pick up on the nuances.
Yeah, some of the name guns.
Yeah, I remember from a couple weeks ago. It's good.
Yeah, you casted Philadelphia in it.
Yeah, well, that was fun. They were just like, "Hey, do you want to cast this?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll give it the old college try." And here we are. Who knows? But Stormy trying to salvage something here. Maybe drop a couple of guns here for some rebuys, some token farming. He's able to pick up another one, but there it is. Finally goes down. I want to just talk about DCT real fast for a second because you said he was kind of the guy to watch here on the Frantic side. And
Yes.
one thing that I really like is he's such a high risk, high reward player where he's always pushing something. He seems to be the guy that's playing over towards the A-bomb site. He's the one that's been pushing a lot, trying to get around, get flank plays. He's had a bunch of multi-kill rounds so far in this one, and he seems to have real snappy aim, which is always nice. But like you said, in the last round, he got that first pick on the side of the smoke, and you expected him, hey, maybe he should fall back from this position and, try and find a better angle or something. Then he picks up the second kill because he just hangs around because he likes to play that ultra-aggressive style. Is that something that he's known for? Because, I mean, look at him again. He's out in the open. Yeah,
most definitely. You see him play in any team. He is very, very hyper-aggressive. Doesn't expect to play prone there, so he will die. But if you see, and every time he plays, he does play the aggressive style. He likes to push a lot. If you see him on the allies, you'll see him. He's the first one to enter normally on the site. And he normally does a lot of damage like that. I remember playing against him. He used to destroy my team on a B site on Coastal, and it got so annoying because I'm like, he's pushing. You should know that he's pushing. That's what he does. But he somehow gets on top of it despite it because he's got quick, snappy aim, good reflexes as well, and he knows the angles. Like, he plays so much of this game.
Good information to know. He definitely seems like that kind of player. I mean, if I can draw a parallel to obviously the game that I know a great deal more about, Counter-Strike, he reminds me of the player from a team called Made in Brazil named Fur. Who's you know he's coming. You absolutely know that he's coming, but you can't do anything about it. That's the kind of thing that I see with DCT. Is that he's going to be aggressively pushing somewhere, but he still somehow manages to pick up one, maybe two kills, which is just ridiculous because it's coming.
Yeah.
Just like Quicks knows that this player is coming right around the corner from him. I believe that's the 8-man Pain. And there it is.
Pain. He does go down, making it 2 versus 3 on the retake for the Axes, and I think this round is called, but it's the last round. 20 seconds left. It doesn't really seem like Frantic are going all in that much. And you see Dead Game lurking around a little bit, and that's going to be 10th round for the Allies. Able to end the half. Really, really respectable. 10-5. That's pretty strong half.
No, my prediction was right. A couple rounds ago, you asked me what I thought it was going to be, and I said I think that they're going to get the double digits.
Yeah, they did.
So, nice.
Nice.
We're going to switch things over here. Now we've got Nice over on the Axis side, and Frantic's going to be on the Allied side, the attacking side. See whether or not they can have a tremendous half. Try to reel this one back in, make it a little bit closer than it was the last go round, but it is a 5-round lead here for Nice to see whether or not they can shut this down. 6 rounds left for them to close out map number 1 in this best of 3.
Yeah, should happen really. 10-5 in favor of them, and Quex opening things up, picking up BBW. He even gets a second onto Silver Fox. Almost a third. Oh! There we have it. Now it just leaves DCT, and he's actually got the bomb towards A.
What a round from that man. Wants to get the cheeky plant, yeah.
That gives him an extra token to play in the next round, but if it's still the defuse, it gives the Nice Gaming an extra token as well. So, to try and win this, and he takes down Buzzer, making it 1 versus 3. Get the second, but Dow's able to get it just in the end, getting him his second kill. And there should be 11-5. So there's a bug which they couldn't defuse, which has happened in the past, but that was a while ago. Trying to get that
Can they not get up and get that token?
There is a way to get up on the token. I think it was the other market which they'll try to jump on, because there's 2 markets in that corner. There's one there in the box and in the corner, and then the market in the other corner towards the wall.
Well, regardless of that situation, you can see, I mean, the firepower are going to be heavily into the Axis hands right now. And again, I mean, another round on the board for Nice. That's not the start that they wanted, though. Boz is going to go down immediately at the beginning of this round, so at least an opportunity now for Frantic to try and answer back a little bit, see if they can once again get that second round reset like the first half.
Yeah, but chances have dwindled since they did lose that main powerhouse DCT, and it does seem like they are heading towards the A site, which does have that one player. which is reverse. It is possible for them. Silver just trying to make it sure that players still stay towards the B site. And he's actually going to get pushed here, which I don't think he'll expect. And he's going to be taken out. Dead game. What's gets taken out by Quex. Stormy taking out Pain, just leaving BBW left alone. And that's the end of it. 12-5. No bomb punt again. Apart. Yeah, it did fall apart.
And again, I mean, Dead Game just really struggling in this map. I mean, maybe this is just not his map or whatever the story is. I mean, I know you know these guys a lot better than I would, but I can't expect that this is the way that he normally plays.
I haven't actually seen him play.
So maybe this is the way he normally plays.
Maybe. Like most of the Frantic boys, I know they haven't played in a while. Like Payne, he hasn't played in like 2 months. I think it's the same for Silver Fox, and those 2 players just get taken out as I mention them. Dead Game also gets taken out, just leaving BBW and DCT. Only really DCT being the one that plays most often.
Yeah, it definitely shows.
Yeah, and it's left in a 2 versus 4. Not much these players can do. DCC just trying to jiggle peek, but Blaz he's going to able to take him out, just leaving BBW, and this is going to be 13-5. Unless say he performs a miracle of sorts.
Well, I'm not going to lie. There was at the Philadelphia land on Lex's team, Tanaka.
Magic.
Yeah, on Magic, Tanaka had a 1 versus 5 clutch ace to close out the first game we commentated there.
Wow.
It was insane. It was like, it was on Coastal. He snuck past 2 players, ended up shooting him in the back, got in, got the bomb planted over at the A-bomb site, and
I think I saw this.
yeah, and then killed one, knifed another, got out the window down the ladder, and flanked back around and killed the guy while he was defusing. It was insane. I had no idea what I was watching, but I knew it was nuts kind of thing, because that was the first game I ever cast of Battalion. And it was just one of those moments where it's like, you know, something sick is happening right in front of you. It was ridiculous. It was awesome.
Yeah, and it's always a great feeling when you clutch it, especially 1 versus 5. I've done it once in a public game, and it's just like, yep, I'm insane. And I was with a streamer as well, so she had it all on stream.
The worst is when you get the 4 kills and then don't get the last one, and
yeah,
it's the most aggravating. Yeah, I feel your pain, man.
Yeah, the reason why I don't say this is the end of it, because I have seen players quite often somehow clutch in a 1 versus 4. Very rarely a 1 versus 5 though.
The worst one ever is if you're a player on the, say you're on the Axis side and you get 4 kills, and then the other guy on the other team 1v5s your team.
Yeah, it's the worst feeling, because you've done all the damage. Even when you get 3 kills, you're like, okay, there's 4 players left on my team. We should win this, and you still lose.
Well, talking about should win this, originally it looked like Nice was actually kind of on the back foot there. It was a man advantage for the Frantic side, and unfortunately, I mean, this position from reverse almost seems unfair. Because you're hunkered down behind that little flower bed. I mean, what can you really do? You
could push 2 players in, and you should be able to get that frag. But they should know reverse position now, since Yaz gave it away, and it is a 2 versus 1, so you should see the Frantic boys trying to budge in and push one, not one at a time, though.
Oh no!
Get reverse to clutch it.
Well, we were talking about clutches there for a minute, so there's a 1v2 for you.
Yeah, what we should have seen is Frantic bottle up, go in as a team, not one at a time, landing a reverse to get 1 versus 1s instead of a 1 versus 2.
Yeah.
Just like in CS.
Well, I mean, you can definitely see that there's a lack of organization here for the Frantic side, and I mean, like you said, if they haven't played in a little while, obviously it's going to be, you know, communication is always going to be one of the most important parts of any team-based game. So, you know, really struggling here. That's a nice start though. BBW able to find the first frag for the Frantic side. So whether or not they can do anything behind that is yet to be seen, as it gets traded back immediately as Pain falls.
Yeah, especially since they butted up Nice Gaming, and this is the main difference. Nice Gaming, they're playing with each other for, I think, years now. Not necessarily in Battalion, but in COD days as well. And able to get 2 quick rounds from Dav. Making it 4 versus 1, just leaving BBW with that scope in hand. And if they lose this, it'll be match point for Nice Gaming on the first map, which is never great to see. does seem like he's spoiled out now, so they know his position. They don't need to push him one at a time, and they push him one at a time. It does give BBW a slight advantage with that scope. They all push in at the same time. It's going to have trouble, and here we have it. Trouble kicks in. Stormy able to get the frag. 15-5 match point for Nice Gaming on the first map. And,
Not exactly how they probably planned for map number 1 to go.
No,
do you know what the vetoes are? Do you know what map number 2 is going to be? I didn't see a.
I think it's Mana. I think it's Mana map number 2. I don't remember seeing the decider. I don't remember who picked what. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's Mana on next map.
Gotcha. So that'll be fascinating to see how it all kind of pans out here. Look at this aggressive push from Payne. He's already up towards mid by the tank, so he might even just run through this smoke. No, never mind. He gets annihilated, so that kind of was anticlimactic.
Yeah, Stormy almost gets taken out, but he's able to get the frag. Baza also getting a second one. Onto dead game, leaving it at 5 versus 2. You should see Baza winning this, but switches out weapon line. Lucilla able to get that frag. But still a 1 versus 4 since BBW falls down, and his position is known. And that's the first map gone in favor of Nice Gaming, and it's been pretty one-sided.
Yeah, extremely one-sided. I mean, the entirety of that second half, it was 10-5 at the half, and then Nice just closed it out 6 rounds in a row. No fuss, no muss. They get it done. They lock it down. That's going to be the 1-0 scoreline going forward. Remember, this is a best of 3, so got to win 2 to move on. But they've already punched their ticket for map number 1, so we'll see whether or not they can close this series out. I guess we're going to take a quick break before map 2, or
yeah, going to take a quick break.
Gotcha.
Switching maps, and our players have a little water break. So make sure you stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for map number 2.